chance I get.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, I mean, please explain to us, the importance in defending what we believe, because that's how I came into the ranks before I even got
Yeah,
registered. I was always defending the teachings even before I was even a registered member.
yeah. It's a lot of lies. They always say Farad Muhammad was a white man. Okay, who told you he was a white man? Because the FBI didn't say he was a white man. You're getting that from Wallace D. or Wardine Muhammad's old words,
Right.
who is Elijah Muhammad's son, who was only 1 year old when Master Farad Muhammad left. You know what I'm saying? So you never seen him. Like you didn't even you never remember seeing him. You can't say whether he was white or he was black.
Right.
And your father, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, was taught by him and taught him wisdom and secrets of secret societies and all of the secrets that this world been keeping for the last 6,000 years that I have not been able to disprove. And he offered $10,000 for 40 something years for any one word that you can disprove that he taught and his life. Y'all never was able to get him to have to give up one dime for saying something wrong or give his life. So if that type of challenge was always out there and that was showing you how serious he was about being confident that what he was teaching was the truth. And to this day, y'all haven't been able to disprove none of his teachings. And he said, based on that backdrop, he said that his teacher was mulatto. His teacher, Master Farad Muhammad, had a jet black father from Saudi Arabia, and his mother was a jet white, pure white woman from the Caucasus Mountains. That's what he was. He looked white because that's what the Bible said he was supposed to look white. He was supposed to come in sinful flesh to condemn sin in the flesh.
Right.
But y'all just want to stay on the surface. Ward Dean said he was white. We seen something on YouTube. He's on YouTube. How can you take anybody serious when that's their evidence, that's their proof? But if you got enough dumb niggas yelling at and cussing and challenging, they just like the fact that these niggas is so bold that they would challenge it. They would talk so disrespectfully to
Right.
about Elijah Muhammad and about the nation because they want to see something happen. They want to see a fight. They want to see a killing. They want to see some type of violent reaction or something like that.
Right.
That's just swine. That's just swine. We don't feed swine. We
That's
don't give
right.
pearls to swine.
Right. Yes, sir. And there are a lot of Orthodox Muslims, who make the claim, how can God be a man? And I noticed that in your debate with brother Napoleon, you know what I mean? So, just
Right.
to have you on the platform, what are your thoughts? Kind of break down that science, Allah coming in the person of a man, coming in the person of Master Far Muhammad.
Yeah, that's just like the Christ, like the Jesus that the world is waiting for, or the Messiah that the Jews is waiting for, or the Mahdi that the Muslim world is waiting for. We all know that Master Farad Muhammad or Farad Muhammad, he was just born in 1877. So obviously he's not the creator of the heavens and the earth, but he's a scientist. He attained the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding of the originator of the heavens and the earth. He figured out by his permission and was taught, through study and through the gift of, the original man's natural power. He was able to attain that level of mastery of knowledge of creation.
Right.
He has the knowledge about how the creation first took place in the first place, meaning how that first atom of life in triple darkness came to spark and took on activity and started rotating in the darkness. That's science. That's all God is a scientist. So it wasn't that Allah or God came in the person of a man. God has always been a man. God has always been a man or woman. The man and woman, the human being. That's the most high form and expression of intelligence. You can't even tell that intelligence exists if it's not expressed through a body. How can I have an attribute or a characteristic called love, be the loving, the kind, the protecting friend? Energy ain't loving and kind. Electricity ain't loving and kind and
Right.
protect.
Right.
Electricity ain't the avenger or the humiliator. That has to be a human being that's doing that. So God, the human being is Khalifa or successor, one that stands in the place of the originator. The human being is God. There's no being superior than a human being. That's the supreme being. The supreme being, which people call God, is the human being. If you think I'm lying, show me a being that's superior to the human being. Show me a being that's a God over the human being. I'll wait.
Man, that's a great challenge right there, dear brother. So let me ask you, how long have you been in the Nation of Islam? And just as a personal testimony, how has it affected your life?
I've been registered because all black people is born in the nation. We just don't know it. But I've been constantly and knowingly registered in the Nation of Islam 28 years, 27 years, going on 28. This January 11th, 1991 is when I got my X. So January 11th, 1991 would make, I believe, 28 years. So I was studying like 2 years before that. So altogether, I've been studying about 30 years. So if I was white, I could damn it be able to wear the holy flag. I'd be damn it be able to call myself a Muslim son.
Right, yes, sir. So what? Somebody asked a question. What has Islam done for you? You know what I mean? Like, how has it affected your life?
Oh man, every trap that I haven't been able to avoid. Like, I'm from the East Side. I'm from LA. I'm from Compton and Watts. So you ain't never. I'm not a sucker. I'm not a punk. You ain't never heard me involved in no mess.
Right.
I talk super reckless and threatening to white people and to so-called Jews and to niggas that side with white people or whatever, like, or not just white people, but wicked white people. I don't have no problem with white people. I got a problem with devils. But I ain't been, by Allah's permission, by this teaching's permission, I ain't stepped in one trap. I ain't got caught up in one of their traps. Just like Elijah Muhammad told the minister, they're going to lay many traps for you, but you ain't going to get caught in one of them. And for 30 years, as I've been following the best that I know how, following his steps of not stepping in no trap, I ain't stepped in no trap. Ain't got no dirt on me, got no smut on my name, got no sucker shit on mine other than me cussing. My worst track record is in the mosque because of my weaknesses or my dirt. But I'm talking about just in general, you know what I'm saying? That's what Islam, that's what these teachings have done for me. It made me a man, it made me a G. I was already, I wasn't no punk, but it made me what I was times 100.
Right.
Whatever you are, whatever good qualities you are as a black man or a black woman or a brown man or brown woman, red man, red woman, even as a white man or white woman, you accept these teachings, it's going to amplify you to the positive tenfold. So I'm healthy. I'm almost, inshallah, in a little while, I'll be 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Other than some bags when I don't get no sleep or I'm stressing or whatever. I only like I'm 50. I look just as young as my sons or whatever. I look at these youngsters that's on these pills and having